to the bottom of the sea.
Listening to Captain Bacardi by Antonio Carlos Jobim. Yeah, I think that's what that captain was drinking when the ship went down. Before that, Procol Harum, Salty Dog, Crisscross Sailing, and Frankie Avalon, Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea. Songs about ships, shipwrecks, sailing, and boats here on KWVA Eugene, Reverend Mark Times Sunday Morning Hangover. You know, I'm reading this article about this guy. The boat started taking on water at 8 p.m., but he was still dining with this lady at 10, and from what I heard, the cook was saying that he ordered dessert and the kitchen was literally tilting. The stuff was coming off the shelves, but the captain still wanted dessert for his girlfriend. Passengers heard a large bang, and they were initially told the ship had shuttered, and they were initially told that it was just a power failure. We're having supper when the lights go out. We heard a boom and a groaning noise, and all the cutleries fell on the floor, said the passenger, Luciano Castro. Some passengers jumped into the sea in a hurry, according to the reports. It was like a scene from the Titanic. We're talking about the Concordia disaster this week. Big shout out to all of you that might have been affected by the flood. So we're going to kind of pick it up a little bit, but I've got another Talkin' Blues thing, and thanks to Cowboy Carl, who does the show on Monday nights here, I believe, at 8 o'clock. Cranky Cowboy. And he recommended a track by the Dixon Brothers. It's a pretty cool song. It's very old. It's called Down with the Old Canoe. Hope you enjoy it.
Environmental disaster. These inflatable booms have been put around the Costa Concordia in the hope it will contain any fuel leak. An estimated 2,500 tons of diesel fuel remains on board the ship, together with 50 tons of oil. Some liquid leaked on Monday afternoon, but it's unclear whether it was diesel fuel. There are fears that a major oil leak could cause an environmental catastrophe in these waters, which are a sanctuary of marine life. This crisis comes as dozens of people remain missing. Scuba divers were plucked to safety for a few hours after choppy seas caused the ship to slip on its rocky perch, leading to fears it could sink entirely. The half-submerged vessel has not yet been fully inspected, but chances of finding more survivors are slim. Firefighters released these pictures showing just how challenging the conditions are, with cluttered corridors making it hard for divers to swim through. With the scale of this disaster becoming ever more apparent, criticism of the shipping company is mounting. The owners are putting the blame entirely on the captain. A statement from the company has admitted the ship was sailed too close to the shore and human error was the main factor. The captain is accused of veering wildly off course. Prosecutors say the strongest evidence against the captain is that he abandoned his ship while many of the passengers were still waiting to be evacuated.
The unscrupulousness of the reckless maneuver that the commander of the Costa Concordia made near the island of Gilia is something that is inexcusable.
While the investigation goes on, attention is now turning on how to save this pristine coastline and its diverse marine life. This is no longer just about the fate of one ship, but the fate of an entire community. Nazanin Sadri, Al Jazeera.
Sit beside the breakfast table, think about your troubles. Pour yourself a cup of tea and think about the bubbles.